The Warren Featherbone Company is a nearly 110-year-old firm located in Gainesville, Georgia. In the past, their Featherbone was used to give form to fashion. Today, they manufacture the Alexis line of infant wear. Recently, the Wall Street Journal profiled Warren Featherbone as a mature firm that has survived many challenges. In recent years, their challenge has been offshore manufacturing of apparel. In response to this competition, Featherbone forged new partnerships with its suppliers and customers. These new partnerships are electronic alliances called Quick Response. In Quick Response, Featherbone's retail customers capture demand by reading barcodes attached to each item. Then computers order frequent replenishment of stock. Featherbone makes and ships these small orders, often weekly. At Featherbone, Quick Response has three distinct elements of success. The first of these is internal commitment to Quick Response as a business strategy.
Quick Response is part of the solution to a much greater problem that's facing this country. And that's the loss of most manufacturing markets to foreign competition. And you know, ironically, the foreign competitors are now moving closer to their market by setting up plants here in the United States. And they're showing us that truly worldwide competitive products can be made in the United States using foreign labor, us.
Quick Response is an entire concept. It's a manufacturing philosophy.
The biggest investment in Quick Response is not the financial investment. The biggest investment in Quick Response is a change in the mindset and the way we look at each other and how we do business together.
So we started into it with a commitment from each area that they understood what we were doing, and they had a commitment to make it work.
We are Quick Response. Each operator knows what Quick Response means and what is expected of her.
Naturally, we wouldn't have to make as large of an investment in a system of hardware and software as, say, a Levi Strauss. But every company has to make that investment to continue to grow.
One of my favorite sayings is that quick response is quick demise if you can't deliver the goods. And of course, we've had to do a lot of changing internally, not just technologically, but in our way of thinking about business.
What's interesting about the change in technology is that a year ago we would have had bins full of work sitting and waiting to be done, sometimes maybe a month, and they're still sitting in the bin. Now we have work that is moving through the plant continually, and those bins are empty.
Our responsibility in providing children's apparel is to provide not only a quality product, that's a given. We have to provide value in the product, that's a given. Today we have to provide those two plus the critical ingredient of time. It has to be delivered precisely when it's needed and where it's needed.
The second element of Quick Response at Featherbone is partnership. Today, Featherbone receives over half of its orders from retailers electronically. It orders 40% of its supplies the same way. Recently, they piloted Quick Response with Dillard's and Baby Superstores. Now they attach UPC-A barcodes to all of their products, and they continue to negotiate more partnerships. Their most recent partner is Mercantile Stores. Here's Mercantile's Bob Heinsohn.
We just had a meeting with Warren Featherbone. Their technology is great, and you know they've had quality over the years. We can make money with this guy.
We had to rethink how we work as a team and how we view our customers, not as customers so much anymore, but as partners.
With Warren Featherbone, we have, starting next month, 22 items that our buyer in our New York office has selected for our 82 stores.
They challenged us to look internally and review how we're doing business. And our business has changed. The way that our methods, our total approach to how we manage our business has changed as a result of these relationships.
I think that Only those manufacturers who realize that quick response is the way to do business now will be able to satisfy the needs of the retailers because they're going to demand quick response.
Once we scan that merchandise and gather a rate of sale, our system automatically reorders that item based on the customer demand.
We've changed the way that we look at our trading partners. The words customer and supplier are almost irrelevant now. People really do interact as partners. We have, in many cases, really 3 sets of eyes looking at any business problem.
The third element of Featherbone's quick response is technology. The foundation is an integrated production control system. This system was installed several years ago to tie all their departments together. Featherbone has taken a systems approach to integrating all systems into one platform. This platform is the IBM AS400 with nearly 70 workstations in use at their 2 Georgia production facilities.
But our big investment, the one that we're most proud of, is a fully integrated production system.
I felt like that IBM would be able to offer us the platform that would carry us into the 90s and had us, make available to us the growth potential that I felt that we needed.
As the computer's ability has grown, we now use it as much as anything as a diagnostic tool in manufacturing. We are able to predict the areas in which we may have bottlenecks, are able to staff our plants appropriately so as to maximize throughput, and that throughput translates in directly to quick response.
In a lot of companies, MIS and technology drags behind where the company is going. I believe that in our company, we actually technology drags the company.
Most recently, Featherbone implemented a real-time plant floor data collection system. This system is used interactively by sewing operators. The system permits Featherbone to track daily quick response orders up to the minute.
What she's doing at her workstation basically is just keying in her ID number, wanding her ticket, maybe changing an operation if she has to, and then she's working. The minicap, the capture, or the real-time system does not take up any of her time.
It allows the operator to become empowered to serve almost as an independent business within the business of Warren Featherbone. That obviously is a motivator for the operator. It provides for us, though, a wonderful capability to track work in process inventory.
They set their pace. They decide what they want to make. They're in business for themselves. And it has an effect on the morale of these people in talking with their peers of saying, you know, I run a sewing machine, but I run it with a computer.
It was the general feeling that if Warren Featherbone, if you could make real-time work at this plant, then it can work anywhere. Because it only gets, generally speaking, it only gets less complicated from us on down.
What we've done is we've given them responsibility with the accountability, and we've seen that through 15 to 20 minutes of training with the real-time system that we have for each operator is all we'll have to use.
We've not only saved money, our operators are taking home more money, we're turning our work out faster, and this is something that shocked all of us, including the suppliers of the real-time system. And that is our quality went tremendously higher.
Featherbone has been adapting for many years. The lesson we learned from this experience is best expressed by their CEO, Gus Whalen.
The only real questions remaining in the future for the United States are these. Who will own manufacturing, and where will those profits be reinvested? At Warren Featherbone, we are committed to this company and to this country. We sincerely believe that quick response is an essential tool if we are to have manufacturing in this country's future.